Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at measurement. Okay, so at this point we went through the definition and all of those things there. So in this chapter we're going to look at length units, skill 1, skill 2 comparing length, skill 3 perimeter and of shapes with straight sides, area of shapes with straight sides, composite areas. I think that would be something some of you haven't done yet. Volumes of solids or volume of solids, capacity, mass, time and temperature. Okay, so that is what we're going to look at in this chapter. So let's look at the diagnostic test. In this diagnostic test you will see now where the issues are. As you know, we do all of it because this first term we just use as a revision for what is to come. Okay, so now we're looking at skill 1, and skill 1 is on page 85, correct? Alright, so here we are told that the length units. What unit would you use to measure the following? The length of a bee. Huh? Millimeters. Okay, at this point you guys have answered skill 1, 2 and 3. The first 3 only, not 4. Alright, so millimeters. You all agree with millimeters? Right. The height of a flagpole, meters. The length of a football field, meters. Yeah? Distance between 2 towns, kilometers. That is fairly large. Okay. In the second part of skill 1, we are told fill in the missing amounts. Now you see the third column here? I'll put it here at the bottom, okay? Because I didn't want it too small. So that I will do after I've done the first 2 columns. Is that okay? Alright. So let's go. Number 2. Fill in the missing amounts. 2 meters equal to how many centimeters? Sorry? 200. Why? Because there's 100 centimeters equal to 1 meter. B. 2,35 meters. So how many centimeters? 235. Why? Because I multiply that number by 100. Not so. Let's look at D. 4 kilometers. How many meters are in a kilometer? 1,000. Not so. So that's going to be 4,000 meters. Not so. 5 meters. How many millimeters are there in a meter? 1,000 millimeters equal to 1 meter. So if you've got 5 millimeters, how many 5 meters, how many millimeters is that? 5,000 millimeters. G. How many centimeters are there in a meter? 100. Not so. So 323. How many centimeters is that? How many meters is that? 3, 2. Why? Because I divided that by 100. How many millimeters are there in a centimeter? 10 millimeters equal to 1 centimeter. People, if you didn't know any of this, just write it on top of your page, okay? And or at the back of your book, so you can remember these things. You can refer to it later as needed. People, 56 millimeters. So how many centimeters is that? 5,6. Because I'm dividing that by 10. Okay. Are you all okay with that? See any confusion at this point? No. Okay, remember this is still a revision of grade 6 and 7. Alright, so I think I would need the measurement conversion there. Alright. So 23 centimeters equal to how many millimeters in a centimeter? 10. Okay? So I must multiply this by 10. So it's going to be 230. How many meters are there in a kilometer? 1,000. So I must multiply or divide? Divide. Because the number needs to get smaller. Not so. So I divide it by. So I get 0,9. Remember, it's 900 over 1,000. That's going to cancel. So it's 9 over 10, which is 0.9. Or we could have said 900. We'll move the comma 1, 2, 3 places. So it's 0, 9 anyway. Can you see that, people? Whichever way, you decide who you feel more comfortable doing. People, how many millimeters are there in a meter? 1,000. So if there's 6,000 millimeters, how many meters is that? 6. Okay. Any confusion here? No. Let's carry on. Now skill 2. Skill 2, we are told to compare lengths. And we're still on page 85. Is that correct? Right. Skill 2 on page 85. Which is a longer length? So what we need to do is we need to first bring it to the same SI unit. Okay, hand up. No. Now it's down. Nice. So we always convert it to the smaller one of the two. Not so. What is smaller? 1 meter, 1 kilometer? 1 meter. Alright. So again, I just need this conversion table thing. So you got 3,400 meters, and we have 3,6 kilometers. How many meters is that? How many meters are there in a kilometer? 1,000. So 3,6 kilometers is how many meters? 3,600. Why? Because I must multiply, not so. So which one is larger? So therefore, 3,6 kilometers is longer. No? Okay. Or we could have just written 3,400 meters is smaller than 3,6 kilometers. Okay, you don't have to show that calculation. Are you all okay with that? Let's look at number 2. Which one is smaller? 1 millimeter or 1 centimeter? 1 millimeter is smaller. So how many millimeters are there in a centimeter? 10. So I must multiply that number by 10. So it's 32 millimeters or 20 millimeters. Which one is smaller and which one is larger? So you say 32 millimeters is greater than 2 centimeters. Okay, again, you don't have to show your calculation there. You can do that in your head, it's fine. The next one, 450, of course the kilometers is larger. So it's 450 meters. How many meters are there in a kilometer? 1,000. So 0,5, we must multiply that by 1,000. And what do we get? 500 meters. So of course 500 is greater, not so. So therefore 0,5 kilometers is larger or bigger. People, you guys understand? Simple, no? I can't help that maths is so simple. Easy. That's why you all had A's in maths, no? In primary school. No? Nog afstaan? Are you the top math student at this school? One of the top one? No, sir. Oh, come on. I think you're modest. You don't want to say you were one of the top ones. Okay, number 4. But nothing is stopping you now from being the top. No? People, 18 millimeters or 2 centimeters, which one is smaller? 2 millimeters, not some. How many centimeters are there in a millimeter? How many millimeters are there in a centimeter? 10. So that's going to be 18 millimeters or 20 millimeters. Which one is larger? The 20. So therefore 2 centimeters is larger. Okay. Let's look at the next one. Which one is smaller? Centimeters. How many centimeters are there in a meter? 100. So I must multiply 54 by 100. It's 5400. No? Or 5400 centimeters. It's 540 centimeters. Of course that is greater. So therefore 54 meters is larger. People, we could have seen from the beginning that one is large. Not so? Now just explaining. Again, which one is larger here? That is going to give you 30 centimeters. No? And you've got 25 centimeters there. Of course, that is greater. Therefore, 0,3 meters is larger. Any confusion here? No. Carry on with our lives. So now we're looking at skill 3. And which page is skill 3 on? I must give you a test you wrote back yesterday. No? But now. Normally we start off with that. People, number skill 3. And skill 3 is on page? Huh? 85. Alright. The perimeter of the shape with straight sides. Find the perimeter. People, what is the perimeter? It's on the outside. The length on the sum of the lengths of the outside of the shape. So let's look at the first one. Number 1. Okay, A. So in other words, if I start here, it's going to be 5 meters. So the perimeter is going to be 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7. What do you notice? They are all in meters. So it's fine. Not so? So 5 plus 4 is going to be 10, is 15, it's 22. So 22 meters. You all got that? However, looking at B, what do you notice in B? They're not the same. Little problem here. Not so? So what do we have to do first? Make it the same. Okay. We normally convert it to the smaller SI unit. But you, that kind of girl that want to work in meters, no problem. That 320 centimeters can be written as 3,2 meters. Not so? But if I go and convert everything to centimeters, there's no problem with that either. Unless the question has stated you must work in centimeters or you must work in meters. Then you don't have a choice, otherwise you will be penalized. But did they specify here? No. So you can change. I'm going to go to the smaller unit. So it's going to be 400, as there's 10 centimeters in a meter. Okay? No. It's 100 centimeters in a meter. Okay? That's going to be 400 centimeters. That is going to give you 410. You all agree with that? So the perimeter is going to be 400 plus 320 plus 410. Not so? So that's going to give you 0, 1, 3, 7, 8 is 11. 1,130 centimeters. You all agree with that? Or for the people who worked in meters, your perimeter would have been 11,3 meters. People, you guys understand? No? Right, let's carry on. That's all. So why did I give you so little homework? Huh? You don't know. I'm sorry that I gave you so little homework. People, homework is skill 1, 2 and 3 from the measurement practice. You're going to only do the odd numbers. Okay? Stop the video at this point.